Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Let me ask you a question. What does it truly mean to be rich? Is it about having a mountain of gold? Or is it about what you do with it? Today, we're diving into a classic tale that might just change how you think about wealth forever. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a man known simply as the miser. Now, this man wasn't poor, far from it. He had inherited a huge pile of gold from his father, but you'd never know it. He dressed in rags, ate stale bread, and lived a life of extreme poverty, all by choice. Why? Because his one and only joy was the gold itself. He even melted down all his coins into one giant solid lump, which he buried in a secret hole in his garden, under an old olive tree. Every single evening, like clockwork, the miser would sneak out to his hiding spot. He'd dig up the lump of gold, his heart pounding with excitement. He would hold it, feel its weight, and just stare at its beautiful, shimmering surface. He never spent a single piece, of course. For him, the pleasure was purely in owning it. After his ritual, he'd quickly bury it again, his mind filled with a constant gnawing anxiety that someone might discover his secret. His strange behavior didn't go unnoticed, though. His neighbors often saw him lingering by the garden wall and wondered what he was up to. Well, where there's a secret, there's often someone trying to uncover it. A clever thief had been observing the miser's daily routine for weeks. One afternoon, when the miser was away at the market, the thief saw his chance. He crept into the garden, went straight to the old olive tree, dug up the heavy lump of gold, and vanished without a trace. That evening, the miser returned for his daily visit. He reached into the hole, his fingers expecting to touch the familiar cool, hard surface of his treasure. But they found only loose dirt. The hole was empty. His gold was gone. A terrible scream ripped through the evening air. He threw his hands up, tore at his hair, and collapsed to the ground in absolute despair. A kind neighbor heard the horrifying cries and rushed over to help. "What is it? What's wrong?" he asked. The miser, sobbing uncontrollably, could only point at the empty hole and stammer, "My gold, my treasure, it's stolen. I'm ruined. My life is over." The neighbor tried to calm him down. "Tell me," he said gently, "why did you bury your gold out here? Why not keep it safely in your house or even put it in the bank?" "The bank?" the miser wailed, his face streaked with tears. "Never. I never wanted to spend it. I just needed to see it, to know it was here. Its only purpose was for me to look at it every day." The neighbor sighed, a look of understanding on his face. He bent down, picked up a smooth gray stone from the path, and placed it in the miser's trembling hand. "Then take this stone," the neighbor said calmly. "Come out here every evening and look at it instead. Since you never used the gold, this stone will serve you just as well. When you had your treasure, you lived as if you had nothing. And now that it's gone, your life is exactly the same." The miser stared at the worthless stone in his hand, and the bitter truth finally sank in. Wealth that isn't used is no wealth at all. The real value of money isn't in hoarding it, but in what it can do, the security, comfort, and joy it can bring. What a powerful lesson, right? It reminds us that possessions are only as valuable as the purpose they serve in our lives. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story and want to explore more tales with deep meanings, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.